Hey crafty friends, it's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft my world stands still. I am so excited because I feel like I start every video like that. I'm so excited, but I truly am because I'm going to make a fun fold today. And before you're like, whoa girl, I can't do fun folds. That's okay. I can, and I'll show you how. It's really not that hard. I promise you can do this if you have a paper cutter, like a trimmer of any kind, or scissors and a ruler. You can do this. Okay, well, look how cute she is. Look at that. She is one of the new stamps from Pajama Crafter Stamps from their new release. Same with this beautiful peony flower. So cute. And I've gone ahead and colored these two and my sentiment. This is one of the older but great stamp sets from Pajama Crafter Stamps. It's from the Hats Off. I really like this for graduation cards, which are just around the corner. So make sure you pick that one up. I'm also going to use the Circle Peekaboo die. I have die cut it out with some very old Stampin' Up paper that is from the 90s. Love that for me. And it's just so cute. And it matches my coloring. So that's fabulous. Fabulous. And then these two papers are... One is a full sheet of 6x6 and one is a scrapperoo. It is 3 1/4-ish, roughly, just from remnants from another card. Now, these two little ladies come from the Savannah Neutrals paper pack from Pajama Crafter Stamps. Love this one. And you know I love a polka dot. And I'm coming around to love stripes a little bit more and more as we go along. So that's what I'm using. Let's dive in. Now, I don't know if you might call this card a, what is it called? A buckle card or a joy fold, but I think it's a little different because we're going to start with a regular A2 card base. Womp womp. Very boring, but needed. And before I actually score it, what I'm going to do is chop off 2 inches to start with. So I'm going to have my card be upside down at this moment. Just go to the 2-inch mark line right here. Chop off the front. Stick with me. You can do this too. Okay, so now I've got my card like so. And I'm just going to crease it down like this. Are you with me still? Okay, all I did was chop off half of the card front. Now, A2s are usually 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that will work out just great for this project. Now, before we get to the next part, we'll set that to the side. I'm going to go back to my paper trimmer. This is 6x6 paper. So what I'm going to do is cut the whole kit and caboodle at 4 or 5 1/4. So this is just a 1/4 of an inch shy of 5 1/2, right? So 5 1/4. Snip. Got a scrap for later. And now I'm going to cut this into thirds. So each strip will be 2 inches since this is a 6-inch long piece of paper. So 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay. They said there'd be no math with crafting, but there is always math, I tell you. Okay, now these are going to be panels for right here. Look at that. It fits so nicely. Yes, we love that. Okay, and I'm going to flip one to be the cream, and then one is going to go here. Are you with me still? You can do this, I promise. I am just... white is not always white. Do you see that? It's kind of like gray. Okay, well, it's going to have to be fine. So I've got my 3 strips and my card base set off to the side. There's my scrap. Now this is going to be the side that flaps over, or that is the buckle. So for this, I am just going to fold it in half. I could score it, but I'm not going to, because maybe you don't have a scoring tool at your house or wherever you live and you want to try this. Look, I didn't use a fancy scoring board. I just reinforced the fold with a scoring tool. I think I said that really weird. A tool. Okay, so that's all set like that. And then this is going to go right like that. Now, because I really like this paper, I am just going to snip this because I want to use this on another project. And if it's just glued to the back, no one will ever see it. So I'm just going to cut at 1 inch. So this piece really doesn't matter, the sizing of it. But if you care to know, you can know that it is 4 inches long by 3 1/4. So that's what I'm working with here. So we'll go like this. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, now I'm gonna glue everything down for these panels just so I can start to build the rest of it. So bear with me. You could use a colored cardstock for your card base as well. I wanted just to go with white because it is easy peasy and clean. And I am definitely in the spring summery card moment in my craft room. Let me know, are you there? Are you there with me in the spring summer cards yet? Come out of those wintry blues. I'm reaching for the blue still, but I do have some orange happening up in this card and some purples, so that should make everybody happy. And then on the other side here, I'm going to have that darker orange show just for some interest and fun. My spray bottle is like flying around. Okay, there we have that. Okay, and then this I'm going to just glue a little bit onto this back panel and put it roughly a little bit higher than halfway up the card. Why? Because I feel like it. Perfect. Okay, perfectly imperfect, as they say. So there we go. There's the fun fold. So you can go ahead and do whatever you want with this, but you know, this is not a Zoe fold because there's no Z fold here. So I would call this a buckle. I think this is what they call a buckle fold. Okay. Now we're going to build our little cluster, and then I'm going to glue the whole thing right to here. So that's going to go in the center. Now, if you are upset about cutting colored images or cutting things, look away because I'm chopping this in half. And then I'm going to just go and move it a little bit farther out so it covers more space with my sweet little flower child here. She is so cute. So cute. Okay. Got our 2 flower clusters. Okay. Like that. Perfect. That does cover up a lot of the peekaboo, but I'm fine with that. You know, sometimes that's life. I don't love that the flowers look like they're pointing down. So let's flip them around. Oop, can't have it cover her face. That's weird. Perfect. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, now to hold that into place, we're going to just add some tape. And that will live there forever. And some of these little floral bits and bobs, my desk is an absolute train wreck right now, so don't mind that. This would be hidden otherwise, so I did just snip it off. And we'll add it to the bottom here, just so it looks a little more full. So we like to have I like to have the focal point be kind of like a wow on the buckle cards. All right, I think I'll use this for a graduation card this year. Super cute. Okay, for whatever reason, the scan and cut kind of cut her hair weird, so I'm just gonna snip that little corner. This new stamp set is gotta be my favorite of the year. I know I said that about the dinosaur. The dinosaur has moved into second place, and the flower child has moved into number 1. Okay, I'm gonna just move this down right about there so I can get her somewhat centered and straight on the project, like that. So I'm gonna lift her off and then hold down my little peekaboo thing, and that's where that will get glued. Just sneak some glue under there. It's not serious. And I'm not going to glue all the edges because first of all, that would glue the card shut. But also here, it doesn't need to be glued down at all. It's just for fun, right? And the recipient will get it, wow, popping open anyway. Okay, and then for this cluster and such, I am just going to add glue onto this part because again, we don't want to glue our card shut and I don't want excess glue all over the place. So it's going to just go on that little panel here in this section. Freeze frame. And then we're going to stick her on and hopefully she is a little bit straight on there like that. Gorgeous. Oh, I just love this stamp. Let me know what you think about this stamp in the comments because I think it is super cute. Okay, now here I'm going to have the sentiment say congrats grad, and that's going to go right on the back. And then we'll leave the white space there for the message. So we can say congratulations to you, blah, blah, blah. You did it, whatever it might be, right? And I am just going to leave, I think I need another scrap. Oh, perfect. This was a scrap, right? Okay, we're going to make a little pocket here to shove a gift card in because I love a gift card moment when I have graduation cards. You guys, I'm running out of double-sided adhesive. That is a problem, I declare. I don't know where it went. Okay, it's gotta be in here. Yep, okay. Phew. We got it. You know, you buy like 500 rolls of these things and then they just roll away and all of a sudden you're out. This is my last one. Okay, to make the little pocket, I'm going to, ooh, I like that stripe. I'm going to do that side instead. So the side you don't like, you're going to put the sticky glue on, or the tape. And this is just some rip and stick tape. And I'm going to put it in a shape of a capital U. That is very big and fat, large and in charge. I'm going to just rip off the rip and stick here. Da-da-da-da-da. Perfect. One more side. And then the top is going to be open to put the gift card or cash in. Okay, I'm going to position that so it's covered up with this cluster and it still has plenty of room to be like, love whoever you are, right? Okay, we're going to pretend that this is a gift card. And it's just going to slide right in there. See? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, she's kind of flying up a bit here, so I am going to add a tiny bit of glue, but intentionally place it so it does not get all over. And I'm also going to do some more card surgery and snip off some of these blue leaves that would be hidden otherwise because they need their moment in the sun. Okay, I'm going to put the glue just on this edge of the peekaboo frame. I love this die. I mean, you're not seeing a lot of it on this project. You're seeing the back of it, which is cute and fun. So that's all good. But you see enough. Have you seen enough? Okay. Shoving this in the side by her leg. Kind of like here. I've been told I say leg weird as well. Hello, I'm from the Midwest and we speak weirdly. Okay. Now I'm going to add embellishments because it's a lovely card and it needs to be embellished. And I think I might also add a little bit of ribbon to this one just so it kind of closes it up a little. So it kind of is that like buckle effect. If I had Velcro, I would totally Velcro that, but I am out. Shall we do a magnet? Note to self, bring Velcro home from my classroom. Does anyone else like bring supplies from home to work, or is that just the teachers? Because sometimes it feels like everything I need at home is at school. but that just might be a me problem. I'm going to do, let's see, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 9. A lovely dear friend of mine named Melanie Smith told me to not count embellishments after 7. So I usually don't, because the more embellishments, the better, in my opinion. And I love Melanie, so she knows what's up. There we go. And one more. These are just so pretty. These are called Girl's Best Friend from Pajama Crafter Stamps. They catch all the light, and they work with like every color palette because they have a little bit of like rainbow-ness to them, but they also have like the clear factor. So they're just so good. So good. Okay, let's use some, that's too short. Yep. I have all this random ribbon that I've been working my way through. I think this will be long enough. Yeah. And this is kind of like the boho chic look. Rhinestones are not so much that vibe, but it's cool. And, ooh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to be extra because life is too short to not be extra. I'm going to use this short ribbon because I do prefer it a little bit better. And we're going to make like a hidden closure for this. So we're just cutting random scraps, and it's roughly 2 by 1 if you care. And putting glue all over that kind of generously. And that's going to go right about here because I'm going to trap my ribbon in there. Okay. Like that. And just firmly press. Ooh, my nails kind of measure. I've been feeling fun and funky again. And I don't think I'll be doing my French nails anymore because I just want to be me. And I'm a little bit funky monkey sometimes, you know. Okay, and then this ribbon we're going to hide in here. Again, card surgery. It's fine. Okay. Just dump some glue in there. And then hope the ribbon catches enough of it to make it work. Okay, that part is up. Okay, my design is going to match up. Love that for me. Firmly press again. Ooh, some of the embellishments made it to the center. How exciting. All right. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Okay, so now we can make a cute bow. Like so. A bow like so. Oh, tragic. I pulled it too tightly. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little magnet doobob on top of both of these points. I'm going to pause the video and we're going to come back in like 5 minutes. So it will be 0 time for you. And then that will have a chance for the glue to chill out. Okay, we've gone ahead, changed out the ribbon, did the whole magnet thing, longer ribbon. I actually do like this ribbon now that I'm looking at it. Sometimes it takes a minute, you know? Okay, so I'm just going to do a regular knot like this. I'm going to try to get it to sit on the edge because I think that would be kind of cute. Okay, I told you I'm better at doing bows upside down, so we're going to do it upside down. And I usually get a cute bow that way, so why change it up? Okay, so that's going to sit on the side, and then I'm just going to adjust a little like that. And then I am going to leave the tail kind of long, but trim it just a bit. All of a sudden, I felt like this card needed a sentiment on the front just because I just thought that. So I'm going to snip this. This is a sentiment from the set that the girl's from. So it's from the Flower Child set. Stay true to your heart. What a sweet message to give a graduate. Am I right? Stay true to your heart. Perf. Okay. Stay true. And this is going to be kind of wonky because this is kind of like a fun card. Stay true to your, and then we'll add heart underneath. Yay, my dyslexia did not make me goof that up. Stay true to your heart. Oh my cute. Whoa, that is squeaky. Okay, what do you think about the bridge card fold? Will you give it a try? I hope so. And if you liked or learned anything, go ahead and hit the like button before you head out today. I really appreciate you being with me here today, and we will see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.